Well, I'm not even sure what to say here. I really don't. Yes, I've had my head down. Like this is facepalm worthy. What happened in this chapter? Like really. Like, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. Oh my goodness. Like I don't even know what to say right now. This really is like facepalm worthy. Kubo trolls again. That's all I have to say about that. I guess actually I could just sum it up like that, but I'll elaborate a little more on it. I'm not gonna go too in depth on it because I'm going to make a future video about it later on. But I'm gonna wait until things play out a little longer. Pretty much when the fights like stop or slow down, I'll make the discussion there. Until then, I knew this was gonna happen. Really, I did. It was just way too damn easy for it to end the way it did. Pretty much what happens in this chapter is that her well she freezes him to like Sub-Zero or whatever, and then after that he activates his bulk standing. Her I think her power winds up having a defect on her where she can't move or whatever, and then for some reason his fear actually works on her, and then Byakuya saves her. That's literally the whole chapter. First and foremost, it took me like what I think 5 minutes to read the chapter, and that's only because I have like a slow computer. Like if I was reading a manga about it, I probably would have taken like a minute. It was really like that quick because all it was just close-ups of Rukia and Asnaf's faces whenever they did something. Now Rukia didn't get wrecked in this chapter, but still she was just left helpless, and it seemed like he kind of put her in like what would be I guess the equivalent to like a genjutsu in Bleach. Byakuya breaks through, and then at the end of the chapter, you see him with his doing like the whole, epic anime pose bullcrap. And before I go any further, Byakuya is actually one of my favorite characters, along with Rukia and Renji and Kenpachi and a few other people. They're in my top 10. As far as which one's my favorite character, I can't really say. I don't think I particularly have one. It just kind of fluctuates, I guess, suppose. So I'm a fan of all four of those characters. But this was just bullcrap. I'm sorry, this really was. And this is exactly what my problem was with this whole matchup in general. Now, if you've seen my comments on like people like Tekken 101 and King of Lightning's chapter reviews, you will see that I've not been very positive about the recent chapters of Bleach, and more specifically, just the second invasion in general. Well, and the last chapter review King Lightning did on his channel, I actually left a comment that actually got a response. I pretty much said that the arc is starting to go downhill, and I feel like it's reaching Fake Car Curtown arc status. I'm going to explain why I feel that way later. I did explain it in the comment section, but I kind of want to explain it more vocally. But again, I'm gonna wait things out and see how at least until the war potential plotline kicks in. But right now, the fights so far have been terrible, garbage. In my personal opinion, they've been garbage. The Toshiro fight with Basby and Kangdu was stupid. Soifon's fight with BG9, well, yeah, Soifon Almeida's fight with BG9 was meh. Kolomaru's fight with Bambito was meh. And Reggie's fight with Masculine was bullcrap. Again, he's one of my favorite characters, but you cannot tell me that wasn't bullcrap. In fact, the last chapter review I did was when Renji revealed his full Bankai form, which I still call at least some slight BS on that. Which is another problem I've been having, like this whole, everyone's been like subconsciously suppressing their power. They haven't been using their power at full power yet, and now everyone's just magically able to beat everybody. And it's like, and then you have, and even it's like funny because I could have like with that fight, I could have just easily just looked past the whole thing and be like, yeah, Reggie actually kicked someone's ass for once. No, I'm not gonna do that. One, because of how badly it was done, which I will elaborate on later on a future video. And two, because I feel like he's gonna get trolled later on. Especially like the last time we saw Reggie, he was left what was that dude's name? Nachiku, the story to you, the dude that jacked up Izuru. Yeah. Last time we saw him, he was sneaking up on Reggie. I'm pretty sure that means Reggie's next in Reggie's next fight, he's gonna get jacked up. Because that's usually what happens. Whenever a main character in Bleach beats somebody, they usually get jacked up in their very next fight. And the way things have been looking, that's not changing. And again, Rukia didn't get jacked up in this fight per se, but the fact that Byakuya had to save her for the second time, really. And going back to why I think this was a bad matchup, because of the fact that alright, this would have been a good matchup if it was for the fact that Byakuya had actually died. But Byakuya did not die. So because of the fact he didn't die, this wound up being a bad matchup. Because one of two things was going to happen here. Either Rukia was going to troll Byakuya out of a rematch, or she was going to get trolled and then forcing Byakuya to save her, and it wound up being the latter than the former. Would I have been okay with one of them? No, I still would have been upset with either one of them because, well, part of it because of personal bias, because um, I like those characters. And the second reason because it's still bullcrap, and the fact that had Byakuya actually not showed up with to get a rematch, he would have been cheated out of a rematch because all the other captains who got their Bankai stolen got a rematch. And if this is what Kubo was planning on, then why would he have Rukia fight him off the gate? I mean, that was stupid. Ugh, jeez, I can't. I really can't. Like, really? And then him surviving the Sub-Zero thing is kind of bullcrap in my opinion. But then again, I can say that for like a lot of people who survive certain attacks. Like how King Do survived Toshiro's what was it, Ice Tombstone thing? He broke out of it like it was nothing. Now you could say yes, they have ball standing, so they were able to break out of it. Bull crap. I still call bull crap on it. And the way things are looking, Byakuya's probably gonna finish him off in the next chapter or two, or 3 chapters. Because you know how Kubo loves to drag this crap out. Usually because there's the huge panels and all that other crap. Now as far as what he used to break it, I'm not sure if he used his Shikai or his Bankai. I think that makes a little difference. I do think Rukia is around captain level now, but I already do Byakuya's still gonna be stronger, but I don't know. Like I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm really this chapter was honestly I think this was like a bad chapter, like mediocre. Then again, I don't think like the last good chapter, in my personal opinion, was the Juhabak. What was it? The revealance, the Juhabak backstory chapter, or whatever that was. Yeah, I think that was like the best chapter since the second invasion started. All the other chapters, in my opinion, have been subpar to mediocre to just flat out bad. Whew. This chapter really pissed me off. It really ruined my whole day. Cause I read this when I was in the morning before I ate breakfast. Shouldn't have done that. Jacked up my whole day. I was like, damn it. Oh come on, Kuma, why? It's like, he trolls again. Knew this was gonna happen. It wouldn't have been as bad if he at least had her fight back. But have her just stand there completely helpless. I mean, come on now, really? Ugh, jeez, I can't. I can't anymore. I really can't. And apparently she doesn't have full mastery of her full Shikai form. But there are still people who think she might have a Bankai. If she does have a Bankai at this point, it's going to be a complete asshole. It really is. And if she does have a Bankai, if she let's say she has a Bankai and she winds up using it, in this fight. Like her and Bianca wound up having like a tag team fight, and she winds up using it. If she has a Bankai and she doesn't have full control of her Shikai and somehow is able to get a Bankai, she's probably gonna die from using a Bankai. We already saw what happens when you don't have a full mastery of your stuff. We've seen it through Ichigo, through Renji. Ugh, jeez, I can't. This is why Bianca really should have just died. Still, I think Bianca's. I don't know. Maybe there's hope. Maybe Kubo might kill him off in this chapter. In this fight, I highly doubt it. I think Kubo's just gonna keep him alive for the rest of the series. I still think most of the captains should die. You know, to make way for a new generation, but that's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. Why? I don't even know what to say anymore. And speaking of Renji and what his next fight is probably gonna be, is someone gonna have to save him too, or is Byakuya gonna save his ass too? Because the way they look at, he's gonna get jacked up. I'm already expecting it at this point. I call it now. I'm calling it right now. Renji's gonna get jacked up in his next fight. Nanana's gonna jack his ass up, and then either Kubo's probably gonna do one of two things. Either he's gonna have Byakuya save his ass, or he's gonna have Rukia save his ass. Well, actually, he'll probably just have Ichigo save his ass. And if Rukia winds up saving him, that's really gonna be a troll to him too. It's like, whoa, well, you couldn't beat that up. Well, I beat this guy for you. Troll-a-law. Jeez, I can't. I don't even know what to say anymore about this. This video's already on like 12 minutes. I'm just gonna end it here. I give this chapter like a 3 out of 10. It was really mediocre. It was. I haven't read this week's Naruto chapter yet. But I couldn't even read anything else after reading this. And the fact there's no One Piece chapter out this week, that's like, oh, damn. And I'm expecting this week's Naruto chapter to be bullcrap too. I just can't. Well, I guess that's Bleach for you. Guess we'll see what happens in the next few chapters. I'm hoping no one else gets trolled because I'm tired of seeing Toshiro get trolled, Soifo get trolled, Komura get trolled, the advisory captains get trolled, Hazaki and Ikaku and Yamachika get trolled. I do not, and then of course Rukia getting trolled. I do not want to see Renji get trolled, but we all know what's going to happen. It has to happen, unfortunately. It's the rules of Bleach. The main cast always must be trolled in some way, shape, or form. I mean, look at Orihime and Chad. They're not even in the freaking fights. They're not even involved. Orihime's not even like in the medical scene. She's not even like in the background healing people. She's in Wake Mundo playing guard duty with Chad. I mean, damn. Ugh. Damn it. This was bullcrap. This was really bullcrap. This chapter really like, messed up my day. It left a bad taste in my mouth. I can't. Bleach Chapter 568 review. Bullcrap. Leave a comment, subscribe. I don't honestly even care. This was just. It's funny. This did not take long to read, but this was like the hardest 5 minutes of my life to read this chapter. Are you guys enjoying the second invasion so far? If so, let me know. Discussion about that coming in a few months, so we'll see how that goes.